If it look like I'm showing off or appear that I'm carrying on, I'm just evolving. Trying to be the best man I could be. Why the world keep judging me and say I'm bugging? How everybody doing, you hear me? Tapping into my for real, you hear me? Tapping into my for real, but I ain't fronting. You heard? How is everybody doing? I hope everybody feeling good for no reason at all. Already vibrating, operating, emanate being the highest illustration and the best version of what you can demonstrate. Stillness, abundance, love, light, health, and wholeness. Stillness, abundance, love, light, health, and wholeness. Stillness and abundance. Love and light, health and wholeness to the cosmic conscious family and soul tribe. You hear me? I'm feeling good for no reason at all. Despite the odds. You hear me? I started off with a little humor because shadow work, self work, it's an uncomfortable journey. I ain't here to front. It's an uncomfortable journey. You hear me? Especially with the things that come up and give us a chance to look at, so we can look at ourselves. You hear me? You know, so we can be honest with ourselves for once. You hear me? And how I deal with self allowed me to understand us all in such a unique and in many cases uncommon sort of way. You hear me? But I love that about me. The way I see myself in contrast to how I once saw myself in the world is so different from who I am today. But I love that about me. I speak the things that some don't want to see and many don't want to be shown. But that's what I love about me. I trust. Today, I trust and listen to my intuition, whether I like it or not. But that's what I love about me. Is anybody listening? I'm allowed to still my inner man, have poise within my inner man, calm my inner being in a way that the universe show me things that go beyond the analytical mind and human condition. But I love that about me. I'm armed with wisdom and stay in and stand on my truth because it's what keep me grounded. But that's what I love about me. I ain't here to be right in order to make you wrong. But that's what I love about me. See, once you shed the old skin, you can never put it back on. My old world took me through some things, took me through a lot of things that I not only that I needed to see, but I was going to need to use on my journey in order to be able to have a better navigation through life. But that's what I love about me. I ain't perfect, and I ain't here to appear to be. And that's what I love about me. I go into the dark to get to the light, and I go into the light to see the dark. That's what I love about me. I'm flawed. like anybody else. But that's what I love about me. In my spiritual journey, in my journey of being a spiritual being, having a human experience, I access the divine, God, source, universe in my own unique and personal way. But that's what I love about me. I do things my way and what worked for me. And what worked for me may not work for you. Only you would know that. But that's what I love about me. I do the spiritual work. I be brutally honest with myself. And that's what I love about me. Today, I can laugh at all the things that tried to break me down, set me back, destroy me. Because I overcame them. But that's what I love about me. If you living in your truth, family gonna shift, friendships gonna shift, everything gonna shift as a matter of fact, because we shifting. But don't get pulled back in the direction that you come from. Don't get pulled back in the places that you work so hard to get away from. Don't get pulled back amongst the same people that you work so hard to get away from. Because you already been there. You already know what it got to give you. You already know where the hell you headed. See, not everything I say intended for everybody. Because we're here to create our own reality for ourselves. So, if anything I say don't fit, don't force it. And if you do anything, don't take it personal. You hear me? Take some notes. You hear me? Take some notes. That it'll help along the way. I'm growing. I'm learning. I'm being shown things every day for me to see me as I truly am. That's what I love about me. I hope somebody listening. Also, to recognize where I don't see myself. But I have to be true to who I am, according to where I am in myself. That's what I love about me. Everything I say or do may not be right. At the same time, it may not be wrong. But where it involves you or other people, you're going to have to decide that for yourself. See, in order for us to know where we're going, we got to remember where we've been. And regardless of who there may be present for us in our right now, we'll know who meant to be there by who show up and where we are in our right now. Because they will. You hear me? I ain't here to do what's familiar. And I ain't here to do what's comfortable. I'm here to speak my truth as it applies to me. You hear me? And they ain't here to do anything that's been done before. We already seen all that. We heard it all before. You hear me? I say things that feel strange to me. Yeah, I say things that feel strange to me. So I can only imagine how it impact others and people who thought they knew me. But that's what I love about me as I get to know myself. Is anybody listening? See, I'm getting to know myself on deeper levels in order to find myself, not wrestling with myself. Cause those be uncomfortable moments. So I have to be true, brutally honest in all I do, so I don't be troubled in my spirit. Cause that's what I love about me. As I said earlier, this journey not easy. This journey is not easy. See, when you're on the path to remember who you are on the alchemical and on the soul level, and you're doing your best to do everything possible to stand firm on that in a way that we expose ourselves, and in the process of exposing ourselves, we're going to expose others, because that's just how it works. And we're going to expose everything that don't reflect who we are in the moments that we becoming who we meant to be or who we truly are. Because that's just how it works. As I said earlier, we're going to lose people. We're going to grow beyond things. We're going to grow beyond places. You hear me? And we're going to do away with some things to find ourselves, or either betray ourselves for people, for places, and some things. I've made my choice, but you get to decide according to where you at in your journey what it's going to be for you. And the world can be very distracting on the way to getting there. You ain't got to ask me how I know. The world can be very distracting. But we can be very distracting in and of ourselves. Yeah, we can. We can be very distracting in and of ourselves. I'm trying to keep track of these downloads. See, you either going to live how you want this construct to view you as, or you either going to live how you view yourself within this construct. The world, meaning the people in it. See, you either going to view yourself, or you either going to live how you want this construct called the world, meaning the people in it, to see you, or you will live how you want to see yourself. It's a difference. It's a difference. But whatever you do, don't judge me how you judge you. I'm just a messenger being authentically me. You hear me? I want to salute all of us who passing the test as the test appear and exceed the expectations expected of us. You know, I'm here to be a beacon of light like the Batman symbol, you know, because the spotlight in me, not on me. I hope somebody caught that. So I ain't dimming it down, you know. I ain't dimming it down. And even if we don't see ourselves as we should, in this particular moment, that don't mean it ain't there. So if you don't see me as I am, you gotta love the fact that I'm here. You hear me? It's all for a reason. It's all for a reason. It's all by purpose. See, I've been in the cold. I've been in the dark. I've been underwater. I've been through the hell, and I've been through the fire, and I made it through. You hear me? And I found heaven in my mind state by loving myself. I hope somebody listening. You know, it start with the man or the woman in the mirror, as Michael Jackson say. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. You hear me? We all got some ways that could be changed. You hear me? And you gotta start with yourself. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change. Na 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 na. Ooh, you hear me? I know it ain't easy. You know, I know it ain't easy. It's hard, and I say that to say I know it ain't easy to always comprehend my mental wavelengths, but I strive to be so close to God and where I'm at with myself that you have to seek God to get close to me. So even if you can't see me, even though you looking at me, you gotta love that I'm here. You hear me? What else do I want to speak to, man? I'm gonna leave us with that. I ain't gonna stay long. I just wanted to come through strong. You hear me? I'm gonna leave us with that. The marinate on, the marinate in. You hear me? To play with it and remix it. However you may see fit for yourself. You know, and take something from it. You hear me? I came back to back for a reason. The Spirit led me to. I was compelled to come say, you know, what was put on my heart for me to put on paper. You know, downloads come to me where they come through to the point that I don't even be want to sit down sometimes. Cause once I sit down and get still, it just be coming. You know, I don't know what your relationship like with Source, with Spirit, with the Divine, but this how it worked for me. You hear me? Whether I want to say what come to me or not. You hear me? But I'm in a place where I don't gave so many passes to and giving so many passes not to offend nobody or not to hurt people's feelings in my personal life through my personal interactions. You know, in the end or later on, I always found myself wrestling with myself because I knew I wasn't obedient with what was put on me. So, and who I am today, it's a total different. I don't look the same to myself, so I know I don't look the same to nobody who previously knew me. You hear me? Because I'm not. You know, but that's a part of the spotlight being in me and not on me, and me staying true to that in a way that I'm not gonna compromise or dim my light, you know, for acceptance. You hear me? Cause I'm real comfortable in knowing how to be with me. You hear me? And that's a a feat to conquer in itself. You hear me? Because everybody don't know how to be by themselves and sit by themselves, because all those demons and all those dark things gonna come up, you know. And when you ain't got nobody around you, you know, you got to deal with them. And if you don't know how to deal with them, they gonna deal with you. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, you know. But I'm in a beautiful space, with myself and according to my spiritual journey, you know. As I apply, as y'all heard me say, mention. If you've been around, you don't heard me mention. You gotta rip yourself apart to put yourself together, you know. And I take pride in being able to do that. You hear me? Without being too prideful about it. You heard? Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be here sharing what I'm sharing. So other people who coming along that's in different places of their journey than I may be in mine at this particular moment could get some out of anything that I gotta share. You hear me? So for those of you that do and appreciate it, I appreciate y'all too. You hear me? But yeah, that's pretty much it. Stay on your journey. Feel good for no reason at all. Keep growing. Keep elevating. Keep expanding. Keep evolving. You hear me? And be brutally honest with you, cause nobody else can do that but you. You hear me? With that, I love y'all. Thanks for the likes, shares, comments, questions. The new subscribers, welcome. I appreciate you. Those who hit the like button, you feel me? So forth and so on. Purchases, love offerings, so forth and so on. Until we do it again, I'm known as Sawu. Be you how you be you. Stillness, abundance, love, light, health, and wholeness. I love y'all once again. Peace.